Hey, welcome back, guys and girls. Bill here. Hope you're having a good day. It's summertime here in Georgia. It's getting hot, it's getting humid, and I have slightly switched up my EDC. So let's talk about summertime EDC, what I'm carrying, why I'm carrying it. The first thing, the fun stuff, let's talk about handguns. Believe it or not, I don't really change my handgun in the summertime. So I've been shooting a 17, Glock 17 Gen 5. I'm still shooting a Gen 5 Glock 17. This thing at one time was stock other than the dot. It is no longer stock. After I put about 3,000 rounds to it, I switched out the guide rod to a DPM systems, the recoil systems and springs, recoil reduction system. And so I've got one of those in there. I've got a tactical pontoon drop-in trigger, his daily 4-pound, 4-pound. Just a fantastic, it is by far my favorite drop-in trigger that I've ever used for a Glock. I'm running the TLR1 HL. I've got the Trigon SRO and a CagWorks extended and raised slide stop slide release. It's just a fantastic, easy to clean, easy to maintain. I sweat real bad, so of course you've got the polymer mags, which is a big deal for me. Just really like this gun. I've got another one on layaway, and I'm already thinking, what am I gonna do with that other gun? Because I just wanna stay with this one. I just wanna stick with this one, even though that other one is a Glock style platform gun, is not a Glock. I just can't see me running that gun over this gun or liking that gun more than this one. So we'll see. But as you can see, I have a grip tape on here. I'm always using some sort of a grip tape because I just love more texturing on my handgun. So this one is the Talon Granulate. I find that the Talon, if they make one for the gun that I'm carrying, is kind of my go-to, even though I like Handlet grips better because they have a more variety and better options, and they have that extreme version that I really like that has the best texturing in my opinion. What I like about Talon is it's a one-piece design. When I grip the gun, I'm just really gripping that gun as hard as I can with my support hand, and I find that the grip tape will move or it'll begin to fray. Once it does move or fray, I'll usually replace it. And so I kind of jump between Talon and Handlet grips. But what I've noticed with Talon is because of its single piece design, is it less likely to move. It doesn't move as often. So I tend to like Talon Granulate better than the Handlets. But still, just both of them are great. Handlet has a two-piece design. So it has a single piece that wraps around to both sides of the frame, and then it has a single backstrap piece. So, they're both great. I like the Handlet grips. I like Talon grips. I think I just like the single piece design. So that's why I go with that. I use a TLR HL1 because I work evenings and I usually don't get off until about 9 and it's dark. So I like to have the option of having a weapons mounted light if I need it. Now, although I'm almost always using the Glock 17, if I go out of town like I did this past week, went to St. Simon's Island in Georgia, I will switch it up and use a compact. So here is the Shadow Systems MR920. Also has a CagWorks extended and raised slide stop slide release. This one also uses a TLR1 HL. I have a Trigon RMR. And just absolutely love this gun as well. Everything in this internals other than the slide stop slide release is stock. So the reason that I use a TLR1 on both of these is because the holster that I use is a Tenacore Malice Sole. Now, if you're interested in any of these things that I'm talking about on my gun, I have videos on almost all of it, so you're welcome to check in those individual videos. But this holster has been by far my favorite holster, gun-only holster. I don't carry sidecar holsters, though that is possibly about to change. I've got one in the mail, and it's not a tier 1 concealed holster, so stay tuned for that. But typically I'm just running a gun-only holster. Until recently, I haven't been doing a lot of mag changes in classes and drills. So I'm running the gun only holster, this Tenacore Malice Sole with these discreet carry concept clips, which I don't typically like either. It's just the most fantastic holster that I have run to date. Really, really like the minimalistic part of this holster. Love how I can go from a Gen 5 Glock 17 to a Shadow Systems MR920 with the same holster, as long as I'm using obviously the same light, which is why they both have a Streamlight TLR1 on them. But this holster is, I can't say enough good things about this holster, how small it is, how well it conceals a full size or a compact handgun. You know, if you're interested in this holster, I highly recommend you checking out my video. Awesome holster. Now, I'm typically using, almost always using, a Blue Alpha Gear. This is their EDC belt. All right, and it is, what I love about this, again, minimalistic. This is a Velcro design with a plastic clip. I have a core belt. I have a Tenacore Zero belt. I have a couple other belts. Magpul makes one that I have. I keep going back to this belt because of how easy it is to use. The fact that I'm allergic to metal, so I can't really, if it has a big metal belt buckle, I can't use it because it'll start to irritate my skin. And this one is such a great minimalist belt. The one I'm carrying right now is black, or the one that I have on right now is black. This one obviously is gray. And those are the two colors that I find myself using more than anything, is like a dark gray and black. So yeah, just this is a Georgia company as well. So when you support them, you're supporting an American-made company, but also a company in Georgia. So of course, that's why I originally purchased them as an option for a gun belt. But I've used this particular belt for 2 years and the one I have on for 2 years, and they are still going just fine. They do have lifetime warranties, so if you ever need to, you can get it replaced, but I've not needed to. I will typically run a Spear Gold Dot 124 grain. That's what I'm carrying lately. Have been really for about 2 years now. I use the flip side. This is the wallet that I use. Pretty slim and still holds a lot of cards. So I think I've got 4 cards right there. I've got cards and insurance information right here. And then I have my ID right here on this side. And then on the inside, it's where you put your cash. So there's like a little plastic piece right here. And that plastic piece holds cash. I don't have cash right now. I have another card and a receipt. All right, so very thin. It also comes with a top piece. So if you're wanting to carry more than 8-10 bills, they have a piece on here that has a band, and you can slide the cash or cards in the band. It does make it more bulky, so I don't carry that. I've had this wallet for 2 years, and then before that, I had another one for 2 years, but I think I broke it. I think somehow I broke the spring on it, so I had to buy another one. But that's how much I like this wallet. It is just a fantastic wallet, and it has held up very well. I carry let's talk about the light. I carry a Through Night. This is the Archer Mini. It is very, very small, yet I want to say it has 650 lumens, maybe 600 lumens on the low mode, and then maybe 150 on 150 on low mode, and then 600 to 650 on the high mode, and that's plenty for me. For what I use it for, I like to have a light. I use a light more than I use my knife, for example. And I know that this is a Chinese company. Through Night is a Chinese company, but I have had to, this is my third one. I have 2 of them, so if one's charging, I have another one I can use. I've had to have 2 of them replaced, and it's as easy as sending them an email. They'll ask for your order number, and I do everything on Amazon. So I just go on Amazon, get the order number, send it to them, and then I have it within a week. So they are very easy if you leave it in your pocket like I do, and then put it in the laundry and watch it, and then it doesn't work correctly. You just call them up. They don't even ask you to send this one back. They just send you a replacement as long as you have a order number. So fantastic light. It's a rechargeable, and it is just very small, fits in my pocket, forget it's there until, of course, I need it. So excellent light. I carry a Civivi, have carried a Civivi. It's a detent knife, so there's no spring assist, and it works awesome. And these knives, I don't like to spend more than $50 on a knife or a handheld light or sunglasses, because those are things I typically break or lose. And so this is the best $50 knife that you will ever purchase. And I feel confident telling you that. If you're not already using a Civivi Elementum and you're interested in one, I can't recommend this knife enough. This is my third one. I'll typically either break it, like I broke the tip off the last one I had, or I'll lose it, come out of my pocket or something like that. So this is my third one in, I want to say 3 or 4 years. This is my third one. And it's just a fantastic knife. It's easy to clean, easy to maintain. Just a fantastic $50 knife. And last but not least is my keys and my phone that I'm using to film this video. Now, I don't have Palm OC spray in front of me. I've lost the one that I have. I would recommend when you purchase Palm OC, buy a couple of them, maybe even a 3-pack. I'll give one to my wife, and then I'll keep one. And then that way, if I lose mine or if I misplace mine, or maybe I keep it in my car, so maybe I didn't bring it with me when we take the wife's car, she usually has one in her car that I can use. The Palm OC is just a really, really good option, because usually when you need something to defend yourself, it's not a gun, right? When a dog is attacking, or if you think a dog is attacking, you're not going to draw your gun and shoot it before you know, right? If there's like an incident of road rage and somebody follows you into a parking lot, they're not typically wanting to get in a shootout with you. They're wanting to fight you. So Palm OC or Sabre OC is another good brand, but I carry Palm OC. Palm OC is very, very good EDC item, because it gives you the option of being able to use, in Georgia, they consider it a food item, like a food item, as far as like if you use it, you're using something that is considered a food item. So you have the luxury of using that to defend yourself against a charging dog, or maybe somebody wants to fight you and it's coming down to where they're coming at you. If I have, it's sitting in my pocket, I'll clip it in my left side pocket so I can reach in, grab that, get my hands up, and then if I need to, I can deploy, or I can just, hey, sorry, my bad, and then put it away, right? So having that is only helpful and is not going to be hurtful. I've been carrying Palm OC. I've trained with it as well, with an inert Palm OC. And even being sprayed in the face with the inert one was painful. I think it was like the aerosol that hurt, but it wasn't pleasant, and that was the inert spray. So I can only imagine how painful it is to be sprayed in the face, or even in the chest where you're breathing it. It's just not pleasant. And so if somebody is getting ready to attack you, or a dog is getting ready to attack you, whether it's a person or an animal, having the option of spraying them before you have to fight them is only going to be beneficial, guys. So that's another item that I will carry. I've just unfortunately lost the one that I have, so I don't have that in front of me. I've got one on order. Guys, if you have any questions about any of the things that I talked about today, I have videos on them, or leave a question in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions. I'll catch you guys on the next one.